epitome of real, the definition of truth. Nikki C and the place to be. Love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly. Peace, what it do, y'all? I'm back. I'm back in here again. Got some more stuff to talk shit about. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it go. Your boy Tyler Perry has done it again. And I just, it's getting to the point where this stuff is getting out of hand right now. We really finding out who people really are at this point. What's up, Rick? We finding out who they are. And us as the people, you know what I mean? We can't just keep sitting back letting shit happen and not saying nothing. We can't let these people think they can keep getting away with the same stuff, man. Come on. This is the third thing we heard about Tyler Perry. We've been trying to ignore this stuff and not really even ignore it, but it's like somehow people are getting out of the shit and they getting it quiet down. They getting everybody to be quiet about it. And then something else happens and then something else happens. And it's like, okay, when are you guys going to fucking realize that these people are not like us? We got to realize that they're not like us. We have to understand the difference between the energy and the light that we hold and what they hold in them, because it can't be the same. It can't be the same. And this is where the wheat is separated from the tare. This is where it happens. So what's going on now is we had the Christian Keys come out and say that he was sexually harassed by Tyler Perry. That was like maybe a year ago. And they made Christian Keys be quiet about it. They basically beat up him. He had got beat up some kind of way. And stopped talking about it. And now we have I forgot the guy's name, is a gentleman that filed sexual harassment case on Tyler Perry, basically saying that Tyler Perry kept on coming on to him and he kept telling him no, but he kept like trying to force him to deal with him in that kind of way. And so he filed a case in the courts to sue him for $260 million. Well, today something else came across my desk. Another video of another young man who happened to be working with them with Tyler Perry and his constituents. They were working together. He was I guess basically supposed to work there, or somehow he got it in the environment, and he was basically drugged and sexually assaulted. And he tried to get help. He tried to talk to the authorities and turn this in to someone so someone could help him. And they literally gave him the runaround. his own manager that put him in this place or put him on this job paid him $6,000, basically hoping he would leave it alone. And he's coming out now saying that he's been basically tampered with, basically drugged and taken advantage of, and they don't want to help him. He's a ex-military veteran and all that. And it's like, how long are people going to continue to get treated any type of way? And us as the people or anybody stand back and let it happen. I don't think this is fair, and I think this man needs justice. For real. Like, people like that, they're making money off the masses of people. They're not making money off of other rich people. They're making money off of all of us. Every reason why they have money is because of us, because we push them to that level, because we participate in supporting their movies and supporting everything they do. And on down to the endorsements that they receive, whatever they are advertising in these movies, on these sets, or on these different sitcoms, they get paid from the advertisements, from us purchasing whatever it is. We are the ones that put these people where they are. But yet, they don't care about us. They don't care about the common people. And all we do is keep putting money in these same people's pocket. Taking up for them, saying they didn't do it, saying people just want to get money and all this stuff. But if you pay attention, the black man who got abused, they tried to give him $6,000. But when this other man, this white man, went and filed the case, he got through his cases for $260 million, and he gonna get some money. But they gonna try to give us the less amount they can give us. They ain't gonna pay us. That's basically what this is saying. They're not gonna pay somebody that look like us, and that's a problem for me. It's another slap in the face. Did I put the link in the chat? What's up, Claridon? I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what somebody else got to say about this. Do you think it's fair that this man is sitting here trying to get help and they keep giving him the runaround, the attorneys and everybody? The two attorneys he had contacted, they gave him the runaround. And even the people at the court told him, or Snow, one of the attorneys told him that basically that the statute of limitations was up. So he had no play. But yet and still, this other man, his case was way before this man's. And they let him get a case. I don't know. I just think everything is against the people. That's what I think. Everything's against the black people getting anything. They don't want us to have shit. And they let these billionaires, they could be black, they can get up there and get all the money. But if they take their money, they're not going to take it and give it to not one of us. They're going to take it and give it to everybody else that looks different. It's not fair, y'all. I thought my friend LAQ was coming. I want her to come. Oh, Ricky came. What's up, Rick?
What's going on?
You hear what's going on? That shit is what's going on.
That's crazy though. I mean,
You know.
what's done in the dog come to light don't.
Yeah, but they let this dude get away with all this stuff. They quiet down after a while.
Yep. That's what a lot of things.
Yeah, that's not even right. The man got PTSD. Hi, goddess. Mine. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how is this being even possible right now? How are they able to drug people and rape grown people and then even stop them from getting help? All that.
Right.
And the cold part about it is the attorneys, they even work for Tyler Perry. So it was like a whole way
Cool.
that they going around beating around the bush with this dude because they already know Tyler Perry, so they working with him. So he
Yeah.
can't file a case.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
So the man came back out and said something about it. He's like, yeah, I don't
Right.
like the way this looks. Like, how is he able to do that? And he checked into everything, and so it's a sad thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. They get that money and that influence, or they get that fame and that little power. That shit. All kinds of wickedness come out of man.
Yeah, but we have to understand what the hell we really dealing with because I was already having a conversation with my friend earlier, and it's like we getting disappointed about all this, but we have to realize the root of the situation, and what it is that these people are operating under a different kind of frequency.
Yeah.
It ain't like us. They not like us, and we can't expect them to do the right thing. We have to understand what they really are and what they really doing. They doing everything that goes against the Most High. Period.
Right.
This is what they operating in. This is the energy that they tapping into. These are the frequencies that they have. This is what they're gonna be doing. It ain't gonna be no, oh, they're gonna do the right thing. No, they're not.
Right. They're not. You know. They'll play along, but they will never fulfill that. That's over
Yeah,
with.
this is what it's gonna be. And when we don't have the discernment to understand who we're dealing with, we can easily fall into a trap.
Easily. Very easily.
What's up, Clarendon?
Not much. Thank you for having me.
Clarence pulled up.
Not much. Great to see you, Nikki C and Ricky.
Clarence pulled up.
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Who was that? God bless mine. Who
Yeah.
was that?
So now,
Hmm?
now we're looking at all this stuff going on with him,
Can you hear me?
and it's like only so much more this man gonna be able to do before he be in the court too.
Oh, yeah. What's up,
Yeah,
Clarence? What's going on,
not
big bro?
much. Not much. Salute to you. Salute to Nikki C. I felt something was coming with Tyler Perry because when I noticed these guys start to set up their own companies in that industry, they get torn down.
Right.
Because he's had his own film studio. I was always concerned about that man dressing up as a woman. I could never get with this Medea nonsense.
That's one of the things I was gonna say that, I think we need to I think we need to remind him about Madir because Madir wouldn't be too happy that he was doing all this shit.
Definitely not. There's him and there's another little funny one, Lee Daniels.
Oh yeah, him too.
And then you have this one woman they call Miss Winfrey. She has a knack for going into black movies and depicting black people like garbage. It's like they get a thrill out of it. Trust me. So many movies that they've put out, slave movies, offended me. Every time they put out a slave movie, they should have to pay $100 million fine. I'm serious.
Why you say that?
Because they try to put out these movies to keep us in a particular box. The
Yeah.
reality is that other people were slaves, not just black people. So stop harping on the black slavery. Why don't you do a white slavery movie?
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna tell that, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
And then the color purple. I saw the color purple years and years ago. And up to today, I'm offended. You couldn't have depicted blacks in a better light? God, you know. For black people, it's either the slave narrative or it's some ghetto garbage, like every black lives in the slum, or it's some weird futuristic stuff where some guy is wearing pants that are cutting off his circulation to his balls. Come on. Oh, it's like, come on. I'm tired. For one time, I could agree with Charlemagne the God when he said they've seen enough slave movies.
I mean, they're not gonna tell the truth about it no way. So
True,
it's redundant at this point.
true, so true. Slave nonsense. And like I said, Oprah has a fixation on basically putting out these low down, degrading movies of black people. Why can't it be a black movie where you show a united black family that's looking to do something? No. The man isn't in the home. The son is a drug addict. So go ahead.
I mean, shoot, I ain't mean to cut you off, but you're right though. You got a lot of stories in history of royalty, black royalty. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Never see no movies about this. One movie called The Woman King. That was a good one.
Mhm.
They'll never depict no successful or historical, African leader.
People can say what they want to say about Bill Cosby, but The Cosby Show was a show that really showed blacks in a great light.
Yeah. That was all right.
Facts.
You had the mother, Claire, she was a lawyer. Bill was a doctor. You had the children. I know Theo was a little weird.
Man, Theo was cool. Shit.
Yeah. And then you had Vanessa and all of them, and it was great. I was happy to see it. And they lived in a decent area. They had money. They didn't beg, borrow, scrape. Stop. But some people just like to. And then Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that was okay. And then Family Matters with Steve Urkel, that was cool. I was happy.
Yeah, that we was happy watching those shows. I like Martin more than everything though.
Okay.
Martin used to have me cracking the hell up.
Yeah, fun times. And then you notice the music changed. Like, shout out to Era Black, because I remember him chronicling the change of the black music from the soul music where they love one another, and then you went to this gangster rap where they don't want to respect each other.
That part.
Come on.
Which makes me want to bring this little topic in about the beefing of the YouTubers.
Oh my God. Tell me
about
more.
the Diddy case. They beefing about who was able to get in the courtroom. They beefing about this one lady named Tisa Tells, who basically she had favoritism. They trying to say she had favoritism. I don't think that. I think Tisa Tells did what it took to get inside the court.
Okay.
I don't think they gave her no special treatment. They were talking about she had pretty privileges. No, it ain't about being pretty. It's about having charm. It's up to you and how your frequency is. It ain't how you look. If you can get them people to engage with you, you're gonna be wherever you want to be, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a way to deal with people. Like, you show up in a place and start acting like a dog. What do you expect? Well,
Wait a minute. I knew that LMP was going to say something like that.
no, you gotta conduct yourself. I knew this one female from Jamaica. She is she's a character like that. You know, all kinds of little nonsense. It's like certain people you can't bring them anywhere. You know,
Mhm.
yeah. And there's all these little internal conflicts, this and that. This one doesn't like that one. The other one is secretly jealous of the other one, but they're all hanging out because they can't stand on their own.
It's sad. Did you saw what I'm talking about, right?
What's that?
About Tisa Tales and how they doing.
No, I didn't see that. Sometimes you just hear them and you get a general idea of their nonsense. Sometimes when you hear a guy start talking, you know exactly where the fool is going.
Yeah.
You know? It's like I've got an aunt, she would say stuff like, I don't understand why people are like this. And that's exactly how she is. Once she starts up that argument, you know she's going that direction. Yeah, I really do love the black community, but there are times I feel like I just want to kick them down when they do their nonsense,
Mhm.
weird stuff.
You gonna run out of energy.
hmm
Yeah.
You know, running up and down, taking money, spending it with people who hate them, trying to get into situations where they don't fit in. I've seen black guys go into these Chinese stores and they're trying to flirt with the cashier, and the cashier does not like blacks. Hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. And he's talking about, can I get your number? What? They're telling you get out of their store, so you gotta get some respect for yourself. You know,
Well,
I call this Operation Tear Down. A lot of the people who in these industries, they've served their purpose, so it's time to go.
So basically, um, they've been going back and forth on YouTube, talking about the case, talking about who was doing what. But at the end of the day, we know that the people that didn't get enough coverage on their channels about the Diddy case, since they didn't get the views from that, they are coming back with another narrative to spin so that they can make some money.
hmm
yeah.
Let's just keep it 100, y'all. Y'all not going back and forth because y'all really want to be going back and forth. Maybe you are hating on the girl, but at the end of the day, y'all know that if y'all make a big deal out of this, you guys are going to get views.
Right.
They have this one out in Cali. He's so desperate for views that he's now deciding he's gonna fight on behalf of another man.
Who?
Like, take your stink. They have this one that they call Compton Rick Ross.
Oh,
This 4Extra one blew off his own. Okay, yesterday they said he blew off his hand with firecrackers. Today they say he blew off some fingers. So Compton Rick Ross is now taking it up as his mission to catch fades. Come on.
With who? They just want to get famous some kind of way. They just trying to be. But you know what started all this though? Think about it. They got
Mm.
Charleston White going around talking his shit, making money. So when
God.
somebody can get on here and make money, everybody's trying to figure out a way they can make some money.
At this stage, it's getting really nasty.
This is what they're doing. Here go my computer again. Every time I get on here, they start doing this shit.
That's strange.
I think you know what I think it is though. I'm gonna act like I don't see it.
Okay.
But I think it's I only can see it in StreamYard. But when I watch my video, you can't see this. You can only see it on my. I can only see it on my computer.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff these guys doing. You see the same play. Tyler Perry opened up some kind of studio. He was doing his thing, and then here comes this. But they're waiting for him a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know how he gonna keep getting out of any of this stuff. I mean, but they're saying there's videos saying that Diddy, maybe he got to the damn. They saying maybe he got to the jury. How would he get to the jury though?
Simple. He has agents all over the place, so people can slip money in different places.
Yeah, this is my computer doing this, and I don't even know why.
Oh.
I can see it, but it's not doing it on the screen on my TV when I'm looking at it. I can still hear you.
Just strange. And a
I
lot
think
of
it's StreamYard trying to do something, make me think something wrong so I can pay this money. I'm not paying.
Yeah, because when I had the paid version, I never had these issues.
Yeah, I paid all that money when I wasn't using it. Y'all better use that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find some other software to use besides this because I'm not gonna deal with this.
Oh, but StreamYard is nice. I won't lie.
It is, but I don't want to pay $80. And they trying to go all up on us and shit. You seen the prices?
Yeah, I saw it. I used to keep StreamYard for months
without using it.
That's right.
Now y'all tried to go up on the price on us.
That's right.
Oh, it might not be StreamYard though. LMP.
I don't know. It's all kinds of stuff that can happen.
It's not StreamYard. It is the browser.
Speaking of browsers, I've been having problems with my browser, and my computer's from like 2016. So maybe it's time for me to.
What kind of browser we need?
An updated one.
I just updated
it. Certain functions aren't working on mine either.
Oh.
It's their way of telling you need to go and spend some money, and I don't feel like putting money on these things.
Oh.
God, I tell you. Yeah, this Hollywood thing is like what Aaron would say. Shout out to the real Aaron Collins. He calls it Holly weird. There's always something going on with these people. I suspect when they do certain stuff, they get called to these rooms by these very peculiar characters, and they say to them, listen, we need you to do this. And if you say no, then they expose you. That's what I feel like. Very nasty people. And this whole thing about men wearing dresses. Even The Rock put on the dress. Kevin Hart put on the dress. All these characters are putting on dresses. It's a very, very strange situation. And if you don't do certain things, you don't get any better. It's simple as that. You don't go to this party. You don't look at this. You don't go to here. You don't do that. You're done.
And that's just a part of people really not knowing who they are. You have to really know who you are, and then you won't need to go to any of these parties. You'll be like, I'm good without y'all. I don't have to go to these parties.
And they're only looking for the high-level guys. You know how many people go to these little low-level garbage parties and nothing ever comes out of it? but let you have money and see.
Because the same thing could absolutely happen to
Mm. Oh, and
a
those dog.
dude that don't got no money. You know, a dude that don't have money can do half of the shit that these niggas have been doing, and nothing won't happen to him.
Yeah, nothing comes out of it because there's nothing to get. Not saying that what he's doing is right.
But nobody would even care, even if they did try to tell on this person.
Right.
Yeah.
They're dirty because there's a guy who was supposed to go on the Supreme Court and they dug up stuff on him from when the guy was like in his teens. This is a man over 50. Like, what the hell?
Mm.
So it's a nasty arrangement. These days, I'm just trying to get enough water in, flush out these little dogs. Trust me.
Mm.
I've made it my duty now to basically cut down on my juice intake. If I need anything, I'm drinking water. Have to take care of myself with all of these vultures around. Yep. Yep. These industries.
Mm.
All these different industries. The parties, the this, the that.
Get from over here. Get from over here.
The one that I find has managed to stay out of the drama is Denzel Washington.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look his
He
way
said,
on through a whole lot of shit.
mhm. He says you can go to the party, but you better leave before Satan shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Those are code messages.
Yeah.
So I suppose if he goes to the party, he stays right there at the front lobby by the door.
Yeah.
He's not going any deeper. You know, I'm so grateful that my parents taught me not to accept food and drinks from people. Trust me. You go to these parties, if they're offering food, you say, no, thank you. Gobble up all these foods, you know. I knew of this one character, and I can't understand how this fool would operate. Anywhere there was free alcohol, the fool would go. It's
Mm.
like, are you so reckless? You don't
Yeah.
know these people. You don't know what they have in the drinks, but you're ready to go. You know, as long as it's free. It's like, my God, gotta be careful. Alcohol. Oh, DMX told a very, very messed up story. He said for a long time he was a weed smoker, but somebody laced his weed one time, and that's how he got hooked on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That's wild. The person he trusted to get him weed puts crack in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It was either the late 80s or the early 90s, but I want to say it's the late 80s. I saw a commercial, and the commercial had a frying pan with hot oil on it. And they cracked an egg and threw it on the frying pan, and they said, this is what happens to your mind on drugs. I was frightened ever since. I didn't even want to go near anything. I'm like, oh my God, if this is what's going to happen to me, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you rambling. Rambling plus more with Coleman.
Hey, what's up, Rambling?
Come on up, Ramblin'. Come on up.
Yes, I recognize Coleman from.
Mrs. Coleman.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Drug-free America. They even had that on the video games. Say no to drugs. Now they've taken that out. Yes, LMNOP. Yes. Shout out to the community. Oh my
Oh,
god.
did y'all hear about the little rap beef between Jim Jones and he trying to come at Nas now?
Jimmy is sick.
First he
He's
said
go ahead.
he was in charge of the diplomats. He the one who made the diplomats. And Cameron had to tell him he the one who taught him how to rap. And now today is Nas. Like, how can you even compare yourself to Nas? Is what I want to know.
No, Jimmy's sick.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, something is wrong with Jimmy. Jimmy's sick.
Like what? Tell me.
Yeah, Jimmy's sick. He's just doing all kinds of foolishness. He's sick.
Why he miss Chrissy?
Oh God.
Does he miss Chrissy or something?
Does he miss Chrissy? I don't know.
Didn't they break up?
Well, Jimmy's a very unpredictable character. He's in the same league as Benzino. So you can't say for sure what's going on with them.
So is he still with Chrissy Lampkin?
I don't know.
Let me see if she's still with Jim Jones.
Yeah, Jimmy.
They still together this whole time.
Okay. Yeah, he's like I said, he's in the same category as Benzino. He's very emotional and he's very unpredictable.
But why you want to fight everybody talking about his catalog and all that? Why? I never listened to none of your music, Jim Jones. I just want you to know that I don't even know what you got, because I guess he wasn't on the right frequency for me to listen.
He had
So I
one
don't know
track.
his music like that, and I barely know Cameron. I just know some things that I liked about Cameron. Period. And then I liked the song he did with Mariah Carey.
Okay.
But as far as me, like just following the diplomats and doing all that, I never did. I know Cameron was fly though. He used to have some fly ass furs on and stuff, but I don't know.
I didn't like when these guys started to wear the purple. It was very provoking.
I think they were pink.
Or
Cameron
pink.
wore pink.
Yeah, that was just a weird style. And nobody really followed them with that. And the other day I saw Jimmy. He was in a purple shirt and it was like a see-through. I said, what the hell is wrong with this dude?
Yeah, he tripping.
And Angie Martinez had him on her show. And Angie knows how to ask certain questions. Jimmy, do you need a tissue? Are you okay? And Jimmy is there bawling.
Jimmy was tripping. Shit. I know one thing. He was tripping, trying to say anything about Nas.
Yeah, very, very nasty little characters, Jimmy. Yeah. They said he was a capo. And then 50 Cent came in and said he demoted him to a soldier.
Oh,
These guys are
talk shit about him
fools.
too.
Yeah,
I'll be right back, y'all.
no problem. No problem. Yeah, I'm just tired of these guys making fools out of themselves. You know. Goddess says his braids always looked messy, never liked him. Watched a hip hop vixen documentary and Jim Jones was so nasty towards the video girls. So the thing about these guys is when you give them a platform, they misbehave. You don't give them a platform. It's like they lose their mind. Let me show you something. Let's say there's a big banquet and there's all kinds of food. There's steak, there's lobster, there's mashed potatoes, anything you want. Observe the types of people that are there. You have the nasty ones that are going to fill up their plate like the food is running away. Be very conscious of those characters because those are the ones you don't want to invite anywhere with you. You know, imagine you can go up and get different things. No, you go up there and fill your plate to the top. Jimmy, Dipset, Capo. Come
Wait a
on.
minute. She said his braids always look messy. Never liked him. Watched a hip hop vixen documentary, and Jim Jones was so nasty towards the video girl. Jim Jones just feels entitled.
Yeah, he thinks he's hype. And there's something wrong with one of his legs. One of his legs is bent. I
Oh,
don't know.
his knee messed up like mine. Shit.
Yeah, but I think his legs are based on something. Oh, a couple years ago, Jimmy was in a car running away with some other crooks on a high-speed chase. I was like, what the hell?
Hey, we only knew Jim Jones because he was on Love and Hip Hop,
Right.
the first season. That's when he got popular.
God help us all. Jim Jones.
And if his music was so tight, why would he even need to be on there?
No, he's oftentimes Love and Hip Hop is a place where people go when their career's garbage.
Pretty much over.
Yeah. And then they'll pick up some of those stink characters and throw them on there. And then they'll run up and down. It's a tough life.
Mm.
It's a very, very tough life.
I just don't know why he was going at it with Mason. Them though.
Or to get more excitement, to get more clicks and
Maybe
views.
they are doing it for the views.
Yeah, they don't have anything else to
The
offer.
views these days. Gotta keep
Yeah.
a beat going. LMP, that's why I was mad at you.
Why? What happened?
I've been mad at you. But you call people garbage.
Oh, that's because they are. Yeah. And when I'm saying garbage, oftentimes these are people that I know of personally when they're doing their nonsense. I just can't help myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's all these little things that they're going on with. You know, certain artists are having psychiatric problems. Like people don't remember them back in the day when Jimmy said he's better than Nas. He must think people don't have any memory.
No, he got happy because some young kid saw him and was jocking his style. You know how kids are, they so impressionable, they'll go with anything.
Yeah.
But one of the kids thought he was fly and stuff, so now he trying to come act like he was all that.
Yeah. Jim Jones wouldn't even make the top 100 rapper list. Serious. Where would I put Jim Jones? Maybe somewhere in the 1,000 range.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting very close to the 1,000. You know. I'm trying to think, where would I put him? You couldn't put him at top 50. My favorite rappers of all time, Tupac number 1. LL Cool J number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nas is probably 20th on my list. I don't particularly like Nas. There's an underground rapper called Immortal Technique. I like him. I don't really like too many of these characters.
I found out I don't like none of them, and Nas was always the only one speaking of some true knowledge to me.
Mhm.
He was one of the ones that was speaking. on some real conscious shit. But when
Mm,
I think about all the songs I used to like and listen to them now, I can't even listen to that shit.
I understand. So what I do these days is I just listen to the instrumentals. Sometimes I don't want to hear them talk. I just find I get the instrumental. You know, I thought Beanie Siegel was a good rapper, but Jay Z nastied him up.
You said Jay Z nasty Benny Siegel up?
Yeah, Jay Z is not a top rapper to me, but he knows how to basically block the road for other people.
Mm.
DMX was way better than Jay Z.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I put DMX in the top 10. Beanie Siegel is up there. Mm,
I like Scarface.
yeah, really good. I never liked Biggie Smalls. I know that's a dude for Era Black and the New York faction, but I never really liked Biggie Smalls. Baby, baby. What the hell is wrong with him? You know, Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Uh,
That was the P. Diddy part of it.
yeah. Even Diddy had his own albums that he came out with.
Mm.
He had one track called Senorita. I like that. That
I
was
ain't
cool.
even listening to him.
Mm. So many of these different artists. You
What
know,
happened to Ricky? He fell asleep, huh?
Coleman says Prodigy. You know,
Mm.
okay, and then Biggie albums. Yeah, it's a really strange time with these guys.
Yeah, I'm over these rappers.
Yeah, once you see what they're about, they just become annoying.
I'm over these rappers, these movie producers, and all that shit. I don't want to see shit y'all got.
Hmm.
If we stop fucking with y'all, then y'all won't have nothing.
Well, things are getting very tough for them. A lot of them are coming to YouTube, trying to get an audience. Hollywood is stale right now.
Everybody from Hollywood is on YouTube.
Yeah, and they're not necessarily doing that well either. Just because
Mm-mm.
you had some success in Hollywood doesn't mean you're gonna have success on here.
Nope.
People like to. I find people want more original stars. People want to get behind people who, came up and did whatever. So I know these guys very well. Very, very well. Holly weird, like what Aaron would say. It's a lot of stuff that these guys are going on with.
They are weird, and all they trying to do is get our money. Shit, y'all better start recognizing what the hell this shit is.
True. Yeah, I've seen all kinds of things happen these days.
It's about them influencing us to do stuff.
Goddess says Michelle Obama is on YouTube. Yeah, she's on it with a podcast, and she's saying some very, very bizarre things, trying to talk about, oh yeah, she wasn't really into Barack and this and that. Get out of here.
She doing what to Barack?
Oh, she was talking about when she initially met him, she wasn't really into him and this, that. Yo, like you're a married woman, relax. Why are you talking like that?
Mm.
And she's teamed up with Tracy Ellis Ross. That's another character. Go find a man and get off the thing. Okay, like I'll give you an example. If a person doesn't want to be married, I can respect that. If they want to be married, I can respect that too. But God forbid, don't run around like you don't want to be married and you really do. Don't do it.
Who's doing
because they're
that?
fraud. No, I've just seen people get on these platforms and be talking about, oh yeah, I'm so happy single, blah blah blah. But undercover, you really want to be married. Come on. If you don't want to, that's fine. Keep it 100. If you want to, that's fine. Keep it
Hey,
100. But don't want to and pretend like you don't want to.
hey, I
Stop
don't
it.
think I really want to.
Okay, I can respect that.
So don't get that ring, okay?
I'm still getting it. I have to charm. I have to charm my way.
I'm just saying, because I don't think I want to give up my freedom of doing what the hell I wanted to do every day.
Well, nobody should have to give up their freedom. It shouldn't
Because
be
when you get
confinement.
married to people, people get to want you to be doing everything and shit. Oh, I want breakfast now. Like, let me make breakfast when I want to make breakfast.
Yeah, people have to be able to
Won't you
basically.
make breakfast sometime?
Mhm. People need to be able to give and take. People need to be able to give and take and not play these nasty little games.
But they are.
Yeah, Tracy Ellis is she's on some other stuff. And then like look at this other one from Sister to Sister. I think it's Tia or Tamio. I don't know which one. The twin
Here
black.
or
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I think one of them left their man talking about she's outside. Yeah, I can see you. Get back to your marriage and stop it. I'm outside.
Mm-mm. People, that's their damn problem. They want to be so much into this bullshit. And they can't
Yeah,
focus on themselves and do what they do because they're so outside of themselves.
right. I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, things were fine in the relationship, but he was just boring." Huh? You want excitement? I'll find a guy from the slum in Jamaica. You'll have excitement. I'll show you excitement. A damn man who you don't know whether he's coming or he's going. Ah, fools. Trust me. I've seen some married men in certain places in this city, and the look on their face is like, don't tell my wife.
That's the look on their face.
Yep. I've
Don't
seen
you
some
tell
married men
my
at some
wife.
place. That's right. At some places where they ought not to be. And they're not supposed to be there because of the look on their face. Like you might go to some kind of club and you see this married man there and he's looking at you. You know what I mean? Like, don't say anything. You know, trust me.
So we're not gonna allow Tyler Perry. I almost called him something else. Tyler Perry. We're not gonna let Tyler Perry live either.
Mm,
We was gonna let him live, but this is the third account in the last year and a half that you had against your name, Tyler Perry. So I think you better think about what you're doing
mm.
and stop treating people the way you do, thinking you can use your money to do anything you want.
Yeah. Goddess says Tia may be on the spectrum. She can't read the room. Yeah. Yeah, they're on some real spectrum. You're right.
You said
And,
she acts like a teenager. Yeah, she think it's a game. That man been with her forever though. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And you just take up your stink self and you leave. Like, okay, if the man was knocking her out, if the man was endangering her life, okay, I get it. And then they have to come crawling back or some little nonsense. I don't play with these people.
She's having a midlife crisis.
Yeah. Should be grateful that she was able to have children. There's so many people who want to have children and can't have them.
You know how people get married and they get married early and then they wake up and feel like they missed out on some life.
Well, let me tell you something. Right now, On the street, it's pure garbage. And I warned a guy of that. A number of years ago, this guy told me he was married very, very early and he's only been with his wife. I said, listen to me. If you have a good marriage, think twice before you step out on it because on the street is complete garbage. Garbage. I said, don't mess up your marriage for this garbage on the street.
And you can't even trust nobody though, for real.
Oh, it's a pile of garbage, you
Them
know.
people is
This, that, the other.
these men. All you got to do is look at YouTube all day. You're gonna hear all kind of stories of all type of stuff that's going on.
Yep. This one is saying this, that one is saying that. You know,
And all the Jamaicans trying to get to America.
yes, a lot of them. But the way things are going, America's kicking them out.
Shit, we might want to go over there. Shit. The fuck?
Well, you can go. You can enjoy yourself. You know, you can. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, don't be nice to this one.
Yeah. And it's a predominantly black nation, so you'll fit
But
right in.
it's not cool though because they don't have no money.
Well, it is what it is.
They ain't got no money and they ain't got no way to make no money hardly. Yeah.
Yeah, they rely heavily on tourism.
And
And
you
I
gotta come
don't.
out there prepared when you go.
True. It's a very tough situation. You know, a lot of scammers, you know. This one saying this, that one saying the other. Yeah, just proceed with caution. Because if you're like a 600-pound whale and nobody's checking for you in your country, go to Jamaica. They'll find a use for you. I assure you.
You said in Jamaica they gonna find a use for me?
Yep, not you in particular, but the 600-pound whales, you know. I learned a term. It's called beluga whale. So if you're like a beluga whale from Canada and you're not getting any attention, go to Jamaica and you'll certainly get attention. A beluga whale. Sometimes I just think to myself, why are people so ridiculous? You know. This woman made the mistake of leaving England, went to Jamaica, found this guy, starts talking to the fool, blah, blah, blah. He gets to England. One day he comes to the woman and says, we need to have a conversation. So the woman says, okay, what's going on? He says, well, you know, things aren't really working out. So she needs to split all of his assets with him. She quickly contacted her lawyer. Made sure she protected herself, and then got him out of England. He didn't even have his papers. He didn't have his papers set up right. So you got to watch these guys carefully because they'll create all kinds of problems. Imagine that. So, Nikki C, how's your night going so far? Hello? Oh, it's just me and Mr. Ricky. Mr. Ricky, how's your night going so far? Oh, hello? Is anyone awake? Let me talk to some of the people in the chat then. Rambling plus more with Coleman. I just focus on my life and what I am on, so me and mine can be good. True. Goddess says trash.
It's true.
Yes. Where is Nikki C? I don't even see Nikki C.
Still disappeared again.
Okay. Maybe a little issue. Yep. It is what it is these days. You know, in the past, it was like we struggled to get information. Now we have too much information. You know what I mean?
Right.
I remember a time where if you needed anything, you need to take yourself to the library and look up the stuff.
Yeah.
Now all the information is in front of you. And guess what? These people are more stupid than ever before. You know, trust me. Just a second. Just do what you can do. Speaking of which, I gotta do an oil change on my vehicle. Oh, Nikki C says she's there. Okay. I gotta do an oil change on my vehicle sometime next week. So I'll be buying the oil, I'll be buying the filter, and I'll be changing the oil. Because you can't even trust these mechanics these days. People changing oil and not putting oil in it. You know, driving around, engine blows, and nobody knows what happened. These guys are beyond crazy. No disrespect, but as time has gone on, I've come to hate these guys in trade work. Really hate them. Because they don't know how to behave. Take your car, mess up your car, and then act like they don't know what the hell is going on. Jeez. See. So what I'll do is I'll talk for a little bit more, and then I will probably get off of here in a little bit. That's about it. The weather has been so hot over here. I was like, wow. Hot weather is such a blessing. These winters in Canada are too cold for me. I see a 2019 Honda Accord and they want $23,000 for it. It's like, are you crazy? And you have 105,000 km. No, I can hear rain outside. Let's see. Let me see what was written. I'm flipping between things. Oh, Rambling says, I need oil pan and fix the fan for my AC. All tomorrow. Okay. Praying for the people in Texas. So I can tell you the oil pan and the AC when they put that together at one of these little crook shops, you're over $1,000 right there. Okay, Nikki C's trying to come back. Yeah, you're over $1,000 right there. Oil pan and fix the AC. Yep. Especially if it's a situation where you need to change the fan. Just about anything they do, they're trying to go over $1,000. A relative of mine, 4 brakes, 4 brake pads and for brake pads and rotors, front and rear. They wanted $1,100. That was crazy. I just put that together for my. Oh, that's strange. It won't let you see the link. That's strange. Hold on a second. Maybe I can copy the link and put it there for you. Just a second. It's all about helping others out. Let's see. Oh my God. Paste. Okay, I just put the link back in there, Nikki C. Maybe you can click that link and see what happens. Oh Lord, help me. The free version, I noticed they do set it up so that it becomes a problem. And once it's a problem, they want to push you to the pay stuff. Oh man. Mr. Ricky, are you still there? Yeah, so I just put the link back again. Or maybe Miss Coleman, you can come up, or some other people. Some of these hosts are really good to run the show by themselves. Me, I need a panel. I definitely need a panel. Let me see. The tools that they're trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace are crazy. They have this toolbox here that they're trying to sell, and they want to sell it for $14,500. Yeah. God, they're selling the hutch separately. No, I'm not investing those type of money.
They tried to play me right now. This shit
I can't believe they would do that.
is messing up, man. They wouldn't let me get back in. It kept on, like, every device I tried to get on to get back, it wasn't letting me.
Imagine they're trying to kick you off your own show.
No, I think it's StreamYard, though. They don't want us to, like, really benefit off the platform no more if we don't pay.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get on with that link because I had to be here to put myself up here. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we ain't gonna let Tyler Perry live. I'm not letting Ratchet TV live because that's messed up how he tried to do Tisa. All he's trying to do is get some money.
Yeah, they'll do anything for content.
Anything is their content.
Yeah, even themselves are content. You know, even if they have to tell lies.
And It don't make no sense. And I found out earlier today when you wasn't here today, because I went live earlier, that we got some characters running around still telling lies about the HOTC.
Oh my God.
Telling lies. Making narratives about Diadec.
Wow.
About Diadec, about Sir Drop, about when we had our meetup. They saying all kind of things.
They're just so disgusting.
I'm like, golly, this is desperation.
They're reaching, they're saying all kinds of stuff, you know. They're
And then,
making up things.
yeah, because they just need to have some content.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You
I
sleeping?
don't talk too many times. I'm fighting my sleep.
Go to sleep. We'll talk.
Excuse me for a second.
Okay, no problem.
Anyway, it's just, I don't know. These people are just too. We just have to accept what the hell we dealing with, for real. Like what I'm saying, like with the Tyler Perry stuff. We can't expect nothing different from these people. These people are evil. It don't matter if they have money. It don't matter if they're successful. This is what they do.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they're so, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. One lawsuit and it can be so many millions of dollars.
Mm. You got that right.
Hmm. Yeah, your display looks kind of blurred out.
Oh, now when you're looking at it, it looks blurred out to you.
Yeah, it looks like it's flashing, you know.
Oh, it's flashing on your side now, not mine.
Yeah.
Mm. That's deep. Well, we'll just have to come back another time when I can pay for a StreamYard.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't what you call it. Don't stress yourself over these payments. You
I'm
know.
not. I just love telling them where they can get off, jump off, and
Right.
letting them know we see y'all.
Right. Because what they do is when they want people to go on the pay stuff, they make the free stuff incredibly, you know what I mean? Difficult, you know.
That's all it is. Cause my computer don't blink no other time I'm on Google
Hmm.
or not. Well, yeah, this is Chrome. I'm on Chrome.
Me too. I'm using Chrome too, and Chrome is
It
acting up.
never blinks no other time.
Hmm. Wow.
Y'all want me to pay that bad, huh?
Yep, they'll make it so that it's very difficult to get what you need because initially I was paying for it and then I realized I wasn't using it as much. And then I started to go on the free version and then certain little things started to act up.
I'm going back to Streamlabs.
I find that's more cumbersome. Yeah. I find it so cumbersome.
What you mean?
Well, I find like Streamlabs is harder for me to use, and then they have another one that people use, and it's like, nah. I like easy.
Streamlabs ain't hard.
Well, to me, StreamYard is a lot easier. You throw it up, people just throw in a name, they come up there, and that's it.
What, StreamYard?
Yeah. And I love the layout. I love the easy stuff.
It is easy, but you know what?
You know, so you know what? I do have to get off of here and get some rest. But I want to thank you for having me. A shout out to you, Nikki C and Ricky. Thank you guys for having me on the panel.
For sure, man.
Yes. So have a good night and we'll talk again. I will just have to.
You too, man.
All right, take care. All right.
All right, Ricky. I know you're tired and I have you up all night.
So like,
It's all right. I can just keep you up
no, you can't keep it.
till tomorrow.
No, don't do that. I got a busy day in the morning.
I know. Well, you get you some rest, and I'm just gonna end the stream. I thought my other friend was gonna come, but I don't think she felt too good. So what I want y'all to do is to love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly. Always living your truth. And we'll be back here tomorrow, probably after 9, or
Okay.
maybe before, because we don't want Ricky to be sleepy.
I
All right,
know. Right?
peace, y'all.
All right, Nick.
All right, good night.
All right. Night.